Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Ducks will kick it off to get us underway. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Leaves it with the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. That's caught. It's Johnson.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down. And they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Russell. Right on the money. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
Floating away. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Oh, and this receiver with his speed, he's a guy you know this QB is going to look for, especially on these deep shots. You just can't overthrow him when he's that wide open. That's a huge missed opportunity.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Quarterback will keep it. Hard running there. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine, but then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown time.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. From the gun, the give, looking for room. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to pass, it's Kendricks. Buying some time. Lets it fly. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19.
Let's go.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly complete.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Bama! A great catch and run for 6.
I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Kendricks. Gets it out fast. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Finds his man. It's Richard. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Power football with the run.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Scanning the field, it's Kendricks. Might be looking to run. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
The Ducks will punt it away on fourth down. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Hunt is on its way. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes that Alabama offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Running back searching for a hole.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Russell. He's moving out of the pocket. Turning it on. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're fat.
Got some room entered at the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Sends it back in motion. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Ncaa. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Ducks will hustle to the line. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Fires to the tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for space. It's Ncaa. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Now improvising. On the run, fires downfield. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Kendricks. They get to him as he throws. Right on target this time. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Caught in the backfield. It's Ncaa. And he's dragged down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Fourth down and 12 is 4-down territory for this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
They'll immediately call timeout.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. And this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. He'll throw it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Running it to the right. They'll stop him just outside the 30 at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and now they have a decision to make. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air, it's Kendricks. Lets it go. Finds a man on the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Richard. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're scaring at 3rd.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Here comes the heat. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll send the back in motion, trying to get the corner. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Gain of 10. Now a 4th down.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Army is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up off the canvas before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to USF. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And we just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
To throw, it's Kendricks looking to scramble. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He managed a few yards on that return, but the play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Looking for space to the left. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. You don't see that penalty too often, but we see it here, an illegal forward pass. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's
reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Ducks want to move quickly.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up with tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Looking down the left side. Wide open, he makes the catch. Found a seam on the left. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going.
Picked off to stop the threat. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. Wide receiver going in motion. The hand to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Got his man. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Russell. The sweet feet buy a little time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Motion from the back. They want to run this quarterback. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 20. Inside. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown time.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
And right down the middle. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Richard. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
Well, and I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's when quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space, take advantage of it, get it to my running back, let him chew that up, and now it's easier on the next down.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Quarterback now breaking the field. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Bama! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Good concentration to get that squibber inside the 15. Action on first down. Fires to the wideout. The short hands. It's Richard. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
To the air on second down. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its fourth down.
And I think this offense ran the football knowing it's in fourth down territory. It's fourth and short. It's go time, almost near midfield. To me, this is green light. I got to stay aggressive. I'm losing, but the situation favors me in fourth and short.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. They send the tight end in motion. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Using his feet to buy time. Throwing on the run. Got it in stride inside the 20. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it first and 10 from the 13. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
It's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Oh, they're after him. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great...
Going deep. And he throws another interception. His third one of the night. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And now this offense will take the field again. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Finds his big tight end. Breaks into the open. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. Motion from the wideout. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line. Back to pass on second down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense got it, they're on the run. Touchdown, Alabama! The defense takes matters into its own hands. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the second time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Richard. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And wings it incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Caught in the backfield, it's Amaro. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Of 11. And that's a first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
On fourth down, going to the air. Hit as he throws. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And first down for the offense.
The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on. Turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. To the air on first down. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you've got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten.
There he goes. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm.
And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35.
1st and 10.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back.
Let's go. Right.
Single, single. Here we go. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Crosses the 45. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit